able to. Okay, show me the sheet.
As you can see,
Oh God,
1357.
Vansh, keep it down. They are aesthetic people. Okay,
I was
I
just
hope
trying to
that.
lighten the mood since you seemed annoyed.
No, I'm not annoyed at all. As in, not at all.
I get it.
Are we ready? Shavani, Mr.
Send me
Desai,
right number.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you tell what to do after writing 1 to 40?
send me a love letter. Do that much first. First of all,
Done.
very good then. Let her write the numbers, Shravani. Also download this file, all of you. Dreamy, I was completing the evaluation today, and I saw that you hadn't sent me anything. I'm just confirming it. I'm
Sir,
not
I
saying that,
thought
oh,
I sent. Sir, I'll send after class. I done
yeah,
everything. I
I
think I
just
forgot.
want to I just wanted to confirm that, right? Right? After the essays, I started the task ones, which take longer, as in because of the numbers and all, and I was able to complete only one. That was of Mr. Desai. I'll be getting back to it soon. Okay. Uh, Water park ready? Okay. All of you have please download this sheet. Oh, I've sent it. Okay, don't send me a direct message, maybe. Okay, you can send it. It was my mistake. I'm gonna send it to the group chat now. I sent it only to Ranisha. S1. Today we are gonna put an end to reading, and we are gonna have complete speaking tests individually. Not individually, actually. We'll have pairs, but you'll get a taste of the complete speaking test at least. Now open S1. Okay, right now just look at what I'm displaying. Just a second. Trivia. How many questions are there in reading in total?
4040.
Very good. Is there any negative marking?
No.
No. Very good. If the spelling is incorrect, will you get the mark?
No.
Not at all. What score do you need out of 40 to reach band 8?
And above.
I
Sorry?
think 27 and above.
5 and above.
Band 8 would mean
35 and
35.
above.
Above, you will get to an 8.5 as well, 9 as well. I'm saying band 8. Like that is, I think, everyone wants at least. So, or maybe most of the people want it. So some people want a 7 as well. They think reading is very difficult, but let's see what you come at. And 9 is also possible. When I took it, as in the real exam, I'm saying I had scored um, 8.5 in reading. IELTS academic, the one exam that I'm talking about in that. Uh, Now I'm going to walk you through it, and there are multiple types of questions. But the first distinction that is very important is the number of sections. How many are there? Miss Thakur, how many sections do you get in reading?
Sir, I don't know.
No problem. Somebody else?
Sir, 3.
3. And the division is like 13, 13, 14. 13 questions in the first section, 13 in the second one, and 14 in the last one. As you go from section 1 to section 3, the difficulty will increase, but that is in relative terms, like a difficult, more difficult, most difficult. But the most difficult thing can be easy to you because it depends on the person. Here, you will have to apply various strategies. Okay, we'll talk about that later. The passages are long, as in approximately 900 words, I think, each, but nothing to worry about. It's a baby, maybe, at least for some of you, or maybe for all of you, or at least for one of you. Okay, then the time you get for the reading test is anyone?
40
1 hour.
minutes.
1 hour. You'll have to type your answers in 1 hour, and I sent some links in the morning to the group. If you guys get the time, check them. You'll get to see the interface, how it happens over there. And yeah,
Sir, so 1 hour for whole 40 questions, all the 3 sections. Okay.
and various themes, like it's not like one theme, maybe a passage on a kind of medicine, then a passage on a kind of language. It's a salad. And vocabulary, it's good if you know a lot of the vocabulary, but don't get scared by a difficult word. It might not even be useful in the context of an answer. If something is left, we'll deal with it later, maybe. Let's move on. Let's see the first section. Uh, un, deux, trois. So this is like a first section, and you see the passage is this, and you have 13 questions. The 13 questions are divided into 2 categories: TFNG, true false not given, and blanks. Now, it's not necessary that each time you get only such questions in section 1, there can be another category in section 1, but the number of questions will remain the same. Thereafter, who will tell me the difference between true and false? Okay, Mr. Yaksh Thakkar, sorry.
True is what, like if the statement agrees with the information given in the paragraph, and false is just the opposite.
You have scratched the surface. Now dig deeper. Explain it to me.
So if I've scratched,
That was a metaphor. Okay.
okay. Sir, if the information is given in the paragraph and are related to something, if okay, fine, information is given in the paragraph and there is a statement which supports the information there, then that is true. And false is the opposite of it.
Let me help you. The passage is Sita is Gita's sister. Okay, let me type it for you maybe. This is the passage, and this is the question. What would be your answer?
So not given.
Very good. Anyone else?
True.
Who said that? Punch. Okay. Anyone else? YD.
True, sir.
Justify your answer, Mr. Desai.
Sir, it says Sita is Gita's sister. So, and the question is Sita is a female. So, we know that Sita is Gita's sister because, yeah, Gita's sister is Sita. So, sister can be a female only, right?
Exactly. There's only one sex-related possibility, that is a female. It's not a vision test, Yaksh, like they will write the word female and you have to locate it. It's your understanding of the word sister as well. It's an English test, right? So if X is Y's sister, X has to be a female. What else? Do you get me?
Yes, I got it.
Sir, if the question was Gita is a female, then
Don't steal my thunder. Right? Okay. I was gonna put it up, but Desai is a male. Now, the answer will be given by Renisha. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. Renisha,
Sir, false.
very good. Why?
Because Gita can be like any gender. It's not specified.
Mm-hmm. And for something to be false, does it have to be wrong, or does it have to be not? Does it have to be not specified? Anyone else with a different answer?
Not given.
Why, Dreamy?
Sir, because in the question it's written Gita is a female. Now you don't know if it's like Sita, who is the relation. It can be a brother also, but it does not give a wrong information.
I'm so sorry. Could you speak that again? Maybe it was my brain that didn't catch it.
Sorry, sir. So it Sita is Gita's sister. So it says that Sita is a female, but it Gita can also be a male or a female. The information is not
Exactly.
wrong, but it
Very
does
nice.
not give full and complete answer as well.
Super. Are you guys science students or something else? Olive,
No, sir, I'm
right?
commerce.
Okay, no problem. So the science ones must know the concept of vectors. So I can say if the passage and the statement are two vectors, true means they are in the same direction, false means opposite directions, and not given means we don't have a direction. One is there, but the other is not there. So in other terms, or in other words, Shravani, when they are like it's in like a normal person's terminology, you can say if they're going in the same direction, if they're speaking similar things or the same thing, true, same would be the better one. Similar would be a little iffy, so I won't use it. False would be they are speaking opposite things, and not given means we can't find one of them. If you see this case again, and Dreamy explained it very well. Geeta can be a brother also, and a brother has to be a female or a male, Mr. Desai.
sir, may
Very good. I've actually illustrated it explicitly. See, Sita is a female. It has to be true because Sita's only possibility is being a female. The second question, Geeta is a female. Geeta can be a brother, in that case a male. Geeta can be a sister, in that case a female. Since we can't be sure about it, then it has to be not given. Thereafter, if the question is Sita and Geeta are not related, now you tell me if one is the other one's sister, the other one can be a brother or a sister, but always they are related. We can't say they are not related. In by whichever bond, that is a different thing. But they are always related. So Sita and Geeta are not related is false. Remember, it's not a test of your vision. So don't just rely on the words over there. So you don't see female not given. That is not the case. This is not that easy, but it's not very difficult either. Have I made my point clear?
Yes, sir.
I'll send you this file. So true false not given like this. Coming to blanks, now this I don't need to explain. You understand what you have to do. You have to locate the information and you have to get the word. Like you have to see what the number of words is that the allowed one. And remember, you have to choose words from the passage. That means you can't change their form. If it's beautiful, you can't change it to beautifully. You have to choose words from the passage. In a way, it's very helpful as well because you don't have to worry about the spellings now. You have to choose words, choose the words. So now, any queries about these two categories, first of all? Anyone?
No, sir.
No? Okay. I'm going to send you to your breakout rooms. I'll send four of you as in to two different breakout rooms. First, you will solve the passage individually without disturbing each other. Then you will discuss your answers. The remaining two will remain with me and we will have our speaking tests first. So just a sec. First, will you solve the passages individually or will you start discussing the answers right away?
Individual.
Shravani?
So first, I'll try it myself, and in the end, when I'm checking my answers, if I have any query, I will ask the partner.
First, both of you have to complete them individually without disturbing each other. You can keep the mics off and the cams off. When the two have completed the two sets, then you can mutually discuss the answers. And
How much time?
it should be like 15 minutes or something, but right now, don't worry about the time.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, the two who will remain here, as in, first of all, let me open the breakout rooms. Let me send this file as well, tfng. Please download it. Ranisha and Yaksh Desai will remain here. The others can go now. Okay, guys. First we'll have our speaking tests now. You can do the reading part later. First, I'll conduct Yaksh's test, and Renisha, you will give him some feedback on his performance. Then, of course, the other way around. Ready, Yaksh?
Yes, sir.
For the feedback, I'll have to take some notes, so ignore me. Let me open the cue card as well. A smile goes a long way. Thank you. Renisha, remember you have to give him feedback. So if you listen to O Antava in place of listening to him,
I
I'll
want
see
that.
to you. Yeah. I know you have a Pushpa crush, but please no.
I don't.
Oh, tell me about it. So Yaksh, this is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System. The examiner's name is Sudhir Chabra. What's your full name?
My full name is Yaksh Jadip Desai.
How should I address you?
You can call me Yaksh.
This test is being recorded. Are you fine with that?
Yeah, sir, no worries.
Okay. In the first part, I'll ask you some questions about yourself. So let's talk about your hometown. Tell me something about it.
Yes, sir. I'm from India and particularly I'm from Gujarat. And in Gujarat, I live in a small city named Nadiad, which is
Hmm.
very close to another big city called Ahmedabad.
Hmm. Okay. And do you like your hometown?
Yes, sir. I actually love my hometown, as it is perfect for someone who wants peace. And I love being in peace. I love calmness.
Hmm. And do you think your hometown has become more peaceful in the last 10 years?
Yes, sir. I do think that my hometown has become more peaceful because the area and the development there is growing towards nature, and I think that is a plus point right there.
Very good. Now let's move to the topic dessert. What do you like to eat as a dessert?
Sir, for dessert, I like to eat anything and everything, as I have a very big sweet tooth, and I love eating sweet stuff. Everything. I don't mind. I don't have a favorite dessert or anything, but I eat anything from this to that and everything.
When was the last time you had a dessert?
Sir, today in my lunchtime, I had a dessert, and it was a Hindi sweet called Kopra Pak, or a
Okay,
laddu made from coconut.
all right. And but Yaksh, this on and off thing might break the flow. Please keep the mic on for the speaking test. You don't have vibe. I can understand you are at home, so I will not mind the
Okay,
as
sir.
in noises. From my background, you don't hear them because I actually have rented a room for my classes. I'm not at my home right
Right. Okay,
now.
sir.
But they could be here. They could they could come here also.
Yeah,
Okay.
sir. No worries.
No, no, the people here, the landlord. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So what were we talking about? Yeah, eating
Desserts.
sweets. Yeah. When do you think you're gonna have a dessert next?
Next, I'll be having a dessert. I think tomorrow in my lunchtime again, because whenever my mom prepares food, she has to prepare a full course meal. She has to go with the starters, then the main course, then the dessert. She has to prepare everything.
Excellent. This is the end of part one, Yaksh. Now part two.
Yes.
And you have 1 minute to prepare for it. Can you see your topic first of all?
Yeah, so describe a tourist attraction.
Yeah. So you can take some notes to use later. You have 1 minute to prepare. Your preparation time starts. Yaksh, now you'll speak for 2 minutes, for 1 to 2 minutes. When the 2 minutes are over, I'll stop you. So don't worry if I stop you. Please start speaking.
Right, sir. So about tourist attraction. So recently I visited a tourist adventure park, and its name was Yas Water World. That Yas Water World, as in the name itself, is a water park, and I visited the water parks recently, just before 2 weeks, and I visited it because my school had a field trip there, school field trip, and all our friends went together, and we had lots and lots of fun. I like visiting adventure parks, what especially water related adventure parks, because I love the feel they give. I love the excitement they give us when we are gonna go on the rides, and I really want to go to more adventurous water parks, and I had a really very great time with my friends there, as that was my last school field trip, because from next year I'll be in college. So that was the last and the best field trip I could say, which I had of my school life. Also, I'd like to add on that when we travel with our friends, the fun of traveling is almost equivalent to the fun of the water park. So, or any or any adventurous park you're visiting. So the fun we had while traveling was also at another level, because we all went in bus, and we took our like one of my friends, he had bought a guitar, and we all jammed the whole night while coming back home. Also, just because of that, the next day our voices were gone, like we could not properly speak.
Thank you very
And
much.
sure, sir.
Did you take pictures?
Yeah, we took lots and lots of pictures. We had
Thank you
lot
very
of fun
much.
there.
This is the end of part two. Remember, they'll ask you one or one question or two such questions like, did you take pictures? They are rounding off questions just to end the second part. Now, part three. We've been
Okay.
talking about a tourist attraction that you enjoyed. I would like to continue the topic of tourist attractions, and let's talk about responsibilities as tourists. What are some responsibilities that we have to take care of when we are tourists?
Yeah, so when it comes to responsibilities as tourists, we have to keep in mind that safety should always come first. As for any person, safety is always very important, and we do not want anyone to get hurt. So, we as tourists have many responsibilities, and we always have to keep them in mind, because anything could go wrong at any moment, and we do not want that, as we
Before
also
you
want.
continue it, I think there is something problematic at your end, uh, as in sound wise. It's not clear. It's
Hello.
maybe it's your plug and all. Reconnect it.
So my mic is connected to the laptop, so it should be fine. Hello.
It's good now. I was able to hear you. It's just that
Yeah, yeah,
disturbance.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, so when it comes to responsibilities, you always have to keep in mind as safety comes first. So we have many other responsibilities as well, not just safety, but we have to take care of the tourist place we are visiting. For example, the cleanliness should be intact. We should not spread litter, or we should not throw rubbish everywhere.
Thank you.
There,
Thank you. And you think people in the past were more responsible tourists than the people today?
yes, I agree to that point because people in the past were more focused than people right now. As I think people right now are more into social media and every time just being on their phone and increasing their screen time, which is not a good point, as we need to focus on our surroundings as well and not just our phone or something related to that. So I think
Any
that,
other point related to
sorry.
this? Any other point related to this comparison?
I cannot think of any other point right now.
No problem. And how do you think our attitude to tourist attractions is going to change in the next 20 years?
I think that our attitude will change drastically in the next 20 years towards tourist attraction places, because in the next 20 years we know that the world is going to develop really fast in a really fast pace that would affect the uh, types and different types of tourist attraction places. Most of them will be AI related, future related. And right now, I live in UAE, and in Dubai there is a tourist place called the Museum of the Future, and there it already depicts us future.
Thank you, Yaksh.
For example,
This is the end of your speaking test. Now,
thank
just give me 1 minute to, as in, wrap it up, and then we'll move on to Renisha.
you. Okay, sir.
Come back. So the feedback will be given, of course, after the class because I'll have to watch the recording, but I won't comment on it right away. But you guys can share your feedback with each other after Renisha's performance.
Sure, sir.
Are we ready, Renisha? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Renisha, what do you do?
This
Do
is
you
my
work or
first.
study?
What,
This is
what?
your test. What do you do? Do
Oh,
you work or study?
wait, sir, I can't hear you properly.
Can you, Yaksh?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, let me start it formally. I thought we could save time. This is the speaking test of
Yeah.
the International English Language Testing System. Blah, 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 blah. In the first part, I'll ask you some questions regarding yourself. Uh, we're going to talk about you first. What do you do? Do you work or study?
I study, sir. I study in Abu Dhabi, in the city Aldana, and my school's name is Asian International Private School.
Okay. Do you like your school?
Yes, sir. I like my school.
Why?
Sorry. Yes, sir. I like my school because my school helps me it gives me opportunities to do many tasks and yeah, sir.
Okay. Uh, can we redo this question because I think there was a network problem. Do you like your school?
Yes, sir. I do like my school as my school provides me opportunities and it helps me learn many new things.
And yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine. Fine. And what changes have you seen in your school in the last 5 years?
In the last 5 years, I think my school has developed in many ways. Like my school have changed the furniture of every classrooms, and even the school has renovated a bit. And many teachers have shifted from India to here, many new teachers, and even the learning techniques have changed.
Thank you.
Before we only used to learn from
Okay.
books. Oh,
Okay, remember, as soon as the examiner says okay, stop there. Don't even
okay. I
complete
didn't
the
hear you,
answer.
sir. I didn't hear you. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just a general piece of advice.
Yeah, okay,
Even
sir.
if you're not able to complete the answer, stop there. If it's like 1 or 2 words ahead, then you can complete it, no problem.
Okay, sir.
But don't worry. Okay. Now let's move to the topic. Clothes. What kinds of clothes do you like the most?
I like ethnic wears, like traditional clothes more because they make me feel divine, and I feel pretty in it. And also because it's a part of my culture, I like wearing traditional clothes. Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you purchased? When was the last time you purchased them?
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat?
When was the last time you purchased such clothes?
In my summer vacation when I went to India, I purchased many traditional dresses.
Yeah, tell me something about them.
So um I bought a black sharara from India, and also a purple dress which I liked so much. And
Okay, thank you. This is the end of part one, Ranisha. We'll move on to part two now. Can you see your card? Okay. You have 1 minute to prepare for it, and your preparation time starts. Ranisha, you'll speak for 2 minutes now, 1 to 2 minutes. I'll tell you when the 2 minutes are over, so don't worry if I stop you. Start.
yes, so recently in this summer vacation when I went to India, it was a summer break, so obviously it was really hot in India, and we decided to get an air cooler. So when we were planning on getting an air cooler, we first searched about the air cooler to get a review of like about how the product is. And yeah, so I don't really rely upon like upon the review.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really rely upon any kind of product reviews that much before buying anything, mainly because such reviews don't always give a clear information or always give a clear picture about a particular thing. And but still, like in a few months ago, in my summer break, I decided to go over some reviews before deciding to buy an air cooler. And the air cooler which I was trying to buy was made by one of the most famous electronics company. And
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to read the reviews because one of my friends had insisted that I should better read some of the product reviews, no matter whether the products were made by some famous brands or some unknown brands. And I read the review
Thank you very
online.
much. Did you talk to your father about it?
Yes, sir, I did.
This is the end of part 2. Let's move on to part 3. We've been talking about a review that you read, so I would like to continue the topic of reviews. First
Yes.
of all, let's talk about paid reviews. Do you think they exist?
Paid reviews.
Paid reviews, yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, sir. I do think that paid reviews exist because some famous, I can say, Insta vloggers, they promote the product by like getting money, and then they make Insta reels and to promote the product, like to give a review about how the product is.
Okay, would you like to add something to that? Any other factor, any other parameter, any other aspect?
No, sir, I can't think of anything.
No problem. And how relevant do you think are the star ratings that accompany reviews?
So if we talk about star ratings out of 5, I think it's mostly like 3 or like 4.5 or something.
Are they useful?
They might be not, like we don't know what really the product is or how it is until and unless we use it.
Mm-hmm. Can you give me an example of that?
An example, I'll take my own example about the
You
air cooler.
can't.
I
Something in
can't.
general. It's part 3. You can
Okay.
generalize your example, maybe.
Um,
Like, let me help you here. You can
mm,
change I to a person, and that example will become relevant.
okay, so example, a person gets an air cooler, and before they like decide to buy an air cooler, they maybe check some reviews about the product they're buying, like example air cooler. And if in the review they get positive comments like it's really good, the air cooler is really good, the air condition, like the air it gives, it's like cold and nice. So, and like after the person buys it, they'll get to know the like what really it is, how much good it is,
Mhm.
and yeah, what are the benefits of getting it.
Right. And do you think customer reliance on reviews is gonna increase, like in the years to come?
Um, yes, sir. I definitely think that the customer reliance on the product review will increase because we can see when many famous celebrities promote like on a specific product, and if those customers are a fan of the celebrities who are like promoting the product, they'll always obviously be like, oh my god, they are using it, so I think we should also use it, and it'll be better and good. So
Thank you, Amit. This is the end of speaking test. Give me a minute. So you can share your feedback with each other. My feedback will arrive later, but give
Hmm.
each other some feedback.
Oh. Um, so overall your performance was good, YD. Like the points and ideas you were bringing up were really good. But I think you should be a little more fluent while you're speaking and try to avoid the breaks in between. And oh yeah, sir, I was gonna ask you about this. Like YD mentioned like he said something like we were gonna do something he said that. So are we allowed to use the word gonna, or like is it okay if we use the word gonna, or it should be going to?
In speaking, it will work wonders because speaking is informal.
Okay.
So you should use contractions and
Okay.
other forms of connected speech.
Hmm.
Wherever it falls, I will not comment on that. But yeah, the informal features should be there in speaking.
Okay, sir.
In writing, no.
Mhm.
Writing. Okay, are you done, Ranisha?
Yes, yeah.
Mr. Desai?
Yeah, sir. I think that her performance was very good, but I just think that she needs a little bit more time for thinking. So maybe she could increase her thinking speed, thinking capacity, and that would help her gain a lot of points, a lot of information in less time. That's it.
That's all. Okay, thank you very much. Have you guys completed your section 1?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I did really bad. I could not even answer. I
I'm so
don't
sorry.
know.
Who said that?
I'm Shravani, sir. I don't know. I was discussing the answer with once and then I just lost all my marks. I got zero actually.
Who gave you the answer key, first of all?
I don't have the answer key, but it's not
Then
there.
how do you say that you got 0?
Sorry, sir. But then I don't understand, sir. I could not even answer 6 to 7 or 8 questions.
Okay, that is for later. Uh, okay, the other 3, have you been able to complete your tests? Section
Yes, sir.
1. Do you have your
Yes,
answers
sir.
now on your
Yes,
sheet?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. And have you written them on the sheet or not? That was the purpose of the sheet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Done.
That is not for Diwali. Okay, yeah.
Sir, Diwali went, sir.
It will not come next year, right? Very
Sir,
good.
but next year, sir,
Kill me,
too far.
Yaksh. Shut up. Uh, okay, it's not for whichever festival is coming or day. Uh, I'm so sorry, I said shut up. I was saying, please write them as in side by side so that so that at the end you have 1 to 40 answers. That is what my aim is. Right. It's okay, Shravani. It's my duty to help you if you are not able to get there. But let's follow the procedure for now. Now, as in you'll get your chance to complete the first section, Yaksh, Desai, and Renisha. But let's get to section 2 first. I'll not reveal the answers right now. I like thrillers and suspense movies. Okay, I'm sending you another file now, if I'm able to find it. Download it. So the second section will be harder than the first section, no matter what the types of questions are. Um, you might find, like in general, I'm saying, let's not look at section two. A true false not given set in the first section is going to be easier than a true false not given set in the third section. That is what I'm trying to say. Now, here, if you see, your first category is list of headings, which means you'll have to assign titles to paragraphs. And then you have blanks again in a summary form and MCQs. Would someone care to tell me what a heading is?
Heading is a brief explanation about the paragraph.
Okay, somebody else.
Sir, it is a title given to a paragraph.
Could I say it's the essence of the paragraph? Like what the paragraph is trying to say
Yeah.
in
Yes,
a nutshell, right? So why was Three Idiots titled Three Idiots?
because there were three guys.
Is that all?
Because there were three engineers.
Okay, at least someone laughed. Good try, whoever spoke that. Any other person? Because it was about three guys who were considered idiots by others, but the director wanted to prove that they were not idiots, they were actually genius.
And in that only one was genius, right?
One,
Rancho.
the other two were, what were the others doing? Were they selling peanuts at the end?
I mean, not peanuts, but like the other two were not genius, we can say that. They just had their ambitions which they couldn't follow. One was very scared of things, of failure.
Toward the end, so they were idiots because they had succumbed to their fears. Had they not done that, and that is what the purpose was, right? They
Yes,
were to overcome their fears and realize that they were as good as Yaksh Tucker. Do you get me?
yes, yes, I got it, got it.
So one thing is that a heading is gonna catch the essence, but the problem is that that essence is caught indirectly. Why did they not mention this? Three engineers misunderstood by society, because that would not give the give the intended effect. Headings are just
So they're supposed to be catchy for the to interest the reader.
exactly, so they will hint at the main idea, but they will not state the main idea explicitly. Uh, so suppose there's a paragraph that mentions advantages of cars, and a good heading to that can be why you should buy a car. Because if you want to persuade someone, you'll have to give them advantages. And a good heading may be over paragraph that mentions disadvantages of cars, could be why cars are a no-no, because you're proving them to be a no-no, not a nano. Okay. So overall idea, and as in this indirect factor, if you can catch these, you're gonna strike gold. MCQs, you know what they are. Need I uh, expand on the structure? Actually, I'll see like what your weak points are, and then I'll deal with you individually. There could be a guy who scores 40 directly. So what is the purpose of my preachy nature? So let's see where you stand. Okay. Now again, two groups will go, and as in, of course, Yaksh Desai and Ranisha, you will have two sections to complete now. So you'll take more time, no problem. And after each section, I'm saying Yaksh and Ranisha, like first you guys can do section one, and then you can discuss your answers. Then you can start section two, discuss your answers. Yaksh, Desai, and Ranisha. Uh, okay, I'll keep this time. I'll keep maybe Vansh and Shravani here. So Dreamy and Whitey and Ranisha and Whitey are going to go. Whitey and Dreamy, you know what to do. You will
Yes.
do section two individually, and you'll discuss your answers.
Okay.
Okay. One sec. For today, we are not really caring about the time and all. Just get through the test. Off you go. Just a second. Sure. This. Okay. First, Vansh will go. I'm gonna start your speaking test now, Vansh. Shravani, you'll have to listen to him carefully because you'll have to give him feedback.
Yes, sir.
So don't think you can watch TMKOC. That is the short one, right? Tarak Mehta from.
No, sir, I'm not watching it.
It's difficult to keep students energetic at this hour, and you've been tired, I think,
Sir,
all day long.
actually, my throat is gone.
So we actually had Children's Day celebration at school, so perhaps a lot
Oh
of
wow.
screaming.
So did you lose your throat to that, Shravani?
Yeah, sir, I was screaming for everyone.
They are lucky to have you. Okay, Vansh, let's start it. So this is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System. The examiner's name is Sudhir Chabda. What's your full name?
My name is Vansh Thakkar.
How should I address you?
Vansh.
Vansh, this test is being recorded. Are you fine with that?
Yes.
They will ask this there also because they have to record your speaking test. Sometimes
Okay.
students go for re-evaluation, so they have to have a
Hmm.
record. In the first part, I'll ask you some questions about yourself. Let's start with the topic um, food. What do you like to eat generally?
I prefer to eat a healthy, balanced diet consisting of protein, carbs, healthy fats, and normally I would prefer a salad along with paneer and rice because that would support
Okay.
my gym progress.
Who cooks for you?
Generally, my mother cooks for me, but sometimes if we're in the mood to go out, we go out to eat.
And do you know how to cook?
Well, not exactly. I can cook a few things. I'm not fond of
Expand
cooking
on your
that much.
answers.
Yeah, I'm not very fond of cooking, but next year perhaps I'll have to learn since I'll be heading off to college. So I'll have to learn to prepare at least basic meals for myself.
Good. Let's move on to the topic cars. What's your dream car?
I have a lot of dream cars. I cannot specify just one. Although I do have my eyes on this very specific model of a Mercedes G-Class. I really, really love the body size and structure and the engine. It also gives the aesthetic vibe and a status to you.
Thank you.
And I also, okay.
When do you think you'll be able to buy it?
Well, I hope that in the near future, at least by the next 10, 15 years, I'll be able to make my own money and be able to afford those kind of cars.
Okay. And as in, has your taste in cars changed over the last 20, over the last 10 years?
Definitely, as I grew up through my childhood stage, my teenage stage, my adolescent stage, I have changed quite a bit, and so have my likings for pretty much everything. Although, particularly for cars, I back in, let's say, fifth grade, I was a huge fan of buying a Bugatti. Although it's a very cool car,
Thank
now I
you.
prefer more classic cars.
How old are you? Uh,
My age is 17.
yeah, so that question was relevant. Okay. Fine. This is the end of part one. We're going to move on to part two. I'm going to show you a card now. Do you see it?
Yes.
You wanted to pay for it, and you can take some notes if you wish. Oh, sorry. Please start speaking. Sorry, I gave you extra time. My bad. Okay. You have 2 minutes. I'll stop you when the 2 minutes are over.
Sure. Well, I would like to acquire a lot of luxury items in life as I am a social media addict and I like to scroll pretty much all night, although which is very unhealthy. But I do get influenced quite a bit by seeing a lot of influencers or my favorite YouTubers roaming around in their luxurious cars or owning luxurious houses. Since I would also like to adapt to that kind of a lifestyle, I tend to work hard enough to achieve my goals and my dreams. So, and luxury item is an understatement. I would like to have a lot of luxury items. Let's say a luxury house, a luxury car, and I'm going to make it plural by saying luxurious cars and luxurious houses in multiple countries, and that is a big goal of mine. Because I feel like this is not just for flexing or to show off. It gives you a real status and it also makes you look aesthetic or feel aesthetic. It's personal opinion, but in my opinion, it does give you a power in a different sort of a way because people see you differently and it might make a few people think that oh he's just a show off. Some people might actually get a positive influence from me, and just like how I got influence from social media, they might also one day work hard enough to achieve their goals and maybe own one of the things I own. And these certain luxurious items or luxurious goods, they add a lot of value to your life. Whenever you're standing, let's say you're in Dubai, you're standing beneath Burj Khalifa, you see a Rolls Royce Phantom. The car is, let's say, approximately $8 million. But in Dubai, we have a culture that the number plate is more expensive than the car itself. Here, the most expensive number plate was recorded to be around
Thank you
$45
very
million
much.
dollars.
Is your father aware of your car fetish?
Yeah, he knows that I'm addicted to social media.
Okay. Remember, like after this cue card thing, they'll ask you one question or two questions like this one, just to wrap it up. Now starts part three. Such questions are called rounding off questions. It's okay. So we've been talking about a luxury item, as in you would like to own in the future. So I would like to talk about luxury now. Let's talk about the disadvantages of luxury. Mention some.
Do I have time to prepare for this or no?
No, this is part three.
Okay, sorry. Could you repeat your question?
What are some disadvantages of luxury?
Some of the common disadvantages of luxurious items would be jealousy, ego, selfishness, pride. Maybe because people view you differently and they might see you as an egoistic person or a selfish person, and they might even call you narcissistic for showing off what you own by your
Okay.
hard-earned money.
How does it lead to narcissism? How does it lead to narcissism?
Mm. Well, it leads to narcissism because people might view it that way, not because you're trying to show it to them purposely, but people most definitely view as many different things. One of them which include narcissistic, egoistic, selfishness, and a lot of pride. These are just a common opinions of people that they have on people that tend to show off or just own a lot of things that they worked hard enough for.
Okay.
And just like they,
Has the attraction to luxury increased a lot in the last 10 years?
most definitely, I completely agree. Due to the ongoing, let's say, trend of social media, the reel section, the TikToks, it has been a major influence on the consumers that, owning a Gucci bag or a Louis Vuitton perfume or a Chanel bag is very, it's adapted in your mindset that if you do not have this, you're not worth anything. You're worthless. It makes you feel kind of, let's say, the other people feel superior to you because you feel like they have a lot of things. Why don't I have it? I need to
Thank
work
you very
hard
much.
enough.
This is the end of the speaking test. Give me a minute to wrap it up, okay? Then I'll start Shravani's.
Sure.
You can turn off your mics and cams. My feedback will my feedback will come after the class because I will have to organize it. But after Shravani's performance, you guys will give give each other feedback. Okay. Shravani, are you ready?
Yes,
Okay. Let's start with the topic colors. What kinds of colors do you hate?
bright colors like yellow, red, orange,
Okay. Why?
because they are too bright and they're very like not used colors by people like us, the dark color skin people, because they make us look more darker.
Okay. And you know, do you have a lot of clothes that are, light colored?
Yeah, I am most into white clothes because the kind of suits my body color, and yeah, it's just that I love white and black clothes. They just look me feel more rich or like more prettier.
Okay. And if someone were to gift you a shirt, what color would you prefer?
It would be white. I'm into white color
Why so?
because it just makes me feel like it's just a thing that it makes you feel more prettier, and it makes a glow on your skin because it is brighter when you wear it, like especially the dark people like me, because it gets a glow on your face also. So I would prefer getting white shirt as a gift.
Thank you. It's by default that you have to give reasons for your answers. So don't wait for me to say why. Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on to the topic. As in your house, is it a large one?
Yeah, it's a 3 BHK house with two living rooms, three bedrooms, and there is a room for a maid, and there is a room for washing machine, and yeah, there is a kitchen. That's all.
Okay. What changes would you like to make to your house?
The changes I would like to make in my house would be um instead of having two living rooms, I would make one whole big as like big living room, sorry. I'll make a very
Okay.
big living room and I will decorate it with all green plants because I'm into plants. And plants can help
Okay.
you, like indoor plants can help the house
Thank you
stay.
very much. And do you think you're gonna stay here for long?
No, it depends on my dad's job. So if tomorrow, if anything happens, I have to leave this house. It's not forever. It depends everything on the job and the
Cool.
condition.
Let's move on to part two. Can you see your card? You have 1 minute to prepare for it, and you can take some notes if you wish. Okay, Shravani. Now you'll have 2 minutes to speak. I'll stop you when the time is over.
Okay, the um Instagram is the most addictive app I've ever seen. Like it makes you just watch things like what you don't want to, and it's too addictive for the kids from age 12 to 17. People focus on watching reels instead of focusing on the studies or their personal life, and they take things seriously, like whatever is given on the social media app, especially on Instagram. As you know, the population of teenagers now is more focused on Instagram by watching reels or like some videos which are not relevant to their lives, and they come into a conclusion that their life is not as good as others. And I started using technology when I was 13, and that's when I found that it is very addictive because you can't get over your phone when once you have it in your hand, because whenever you feel like you're tired or you're bored, just take your phone and keep scrolling for like 15 to 20 minutes. You can't even know how much time you took. And I would like to stop this app because there is nothing productive, first of all. It gives wrong information, it gives bad influence to people. It's not productive because it depends on what you want to watch. It does not give any productive skills. Like if I, like me, Shravani, I'm into like fashion and all. So it will show me what I prefer to. It does not show anything what is productive in this. And second, you have seen like thread messages on Instagram which makes you feel like this is how things are, and then you feel like in a conclusion that, oh yeah, this is not it. Like you just have bad mindsets and all, and then you get into depression because of
Thank you
all
very
these
much.
things.
And have you ever, you know, tried to find a solution to this problem?
Only solution is just to delete the app and
Okay,
have
thank you.
focus on
Let's move on to
yourself.
part three. We've been talking about a piece of technology that you stopped using. So I would want to talk about technology. Let's talk about the advantages of it. Mention some advantages of technology.
Advantages of technology is if you use the technology in a right way, in a productive way, you will get right benefits. Second, if you focus on your personal life and keep your social media life differently, you don't have to mix it up, or else things might go wrong because both the lives are different. So your personal life also matters more than your unrealistic life.
Mhm.
And um, the messages or the reels that you refer to,
Wait, apart from as in social media and all, technology, any advantages of it?
mm, there are many advantages like AI technology. Like it makes your life more easier because nowadays you see like people going to Korea for having their skin color preferences and they spend like millions of money. But you can do same thing on ChatGPT just by putting a picture of you and asking the ChatGPT. So
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, fine. And do you think technology has reached its saturation?
not yet. There are some things that are gonna reach in I guess 5 or 6 years, and it's gonna be worse. I'm pretty sure about it because the state of technology right now and the influence the kids have is a bit bad, but we can't say technology is not bad. It is good. It is good. There are good sides of the technology if you use it in a right way. But we teenagers in an adolescence, we just go in a flow where you just go in a wrong path.
Thank you very much, Ravni. This is the end of speaking test. Give me a minute to wrap it up, but you guys can give each other the feedback.
Give me your feedback, Shravan.
You
Hmm.
first, you.
All right. Well, according to what I understood or what I heard, you started off a bit slow in the first speaking module. Eventually, you got the grasp of it in the second and third. But I think you were trying to make the speech more perfect in the relevant topic. Uh, Let me remind you that they will not test you for your information, although it should be a bit accurate, obviously.
Mhm.
But I think they focus more on how you present yourself and the way you talk. Let's say you're networking with people when you're heading off to university or something, and negotiation might be a part of it. Let's say later on in life, when you're trying to get a job or something, negotiation, the way you present yourself and the way you talk is how they will,
Judge you.
understand who you are. So
Hmm.
I think that's where you kind of got off on the wrong foot, like you were trying to be more perfect. And next, I think I'm not sure about this, but I think you kind of ran out of ideas in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I would suggest is when you're, see, let's say I'm talking about Instagram right now. I can move on to Instagram reels, then influence, then teenagers. You don't have to necessarily find a topic, that is new. You can continue with the one that you were speaking about in the past, or
Okay.
considering it is relevant. Yeah. Other than that, a bit of grammar and that'll do it.
My feedback is, wait, can I get like 2 seconds?
Also, before you tell me, I will also tell you about the positive side, not just negative. The positive was uh, you didn't give up. You tried to, keep indulging in the conversation. You've brought out new ideas. You talked about a lot of factors that would, let's say, You talked about Korea. You included a lot of things in your speech, which is really good. You can bring out ideas, you can form sentences, and that's really good.
Um, First I'll talk about the positive. Look, your speaking style or the fluency is perfectly fine. Your speed is okay. And um, you have a great thinking speed, like you can make up things very quick. Like um, you can get the topic really fast. And the negative side is um maybe the the lag you have in, like when you ask question you take a bit of more time, I guess, in the third
Okay,
test.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, I'll not comment on anyone's feedback right now. Are you done, Shravani?
Yes, that's all. I don't have anything else.
Okay, a general piece of advice, like it's okay in part three. Uh, like if you get a question that you can't really think of um, ideas about on the spot, you can ask for 5 seconds. Let me think about it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Don't bring into the picture silence, but say, oh, that's an interesting question. Let me think about it. So that's not a problem. That's actually a communication strategy, and they will value it. But I'm
Okay.
not commenting on anyone right now because I'm not sure. So even if I'm sure, I won't comment.
So if like by mistake you say some like wrong word, would they like stop your like reduce your marks?
No, I
Because
think
I
If
sir
just,
you,
showed an example, cerebral
I'm so
orgasm.
sorry. Uh,
yeah, so like would
They
they?
don't judge you.
No, just
Are
now
you
I said
talking
something like
about are you talking about a word that is inappropriate or incorrect?
inappropriate, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't worry
it is.
about that. Inappropriate, nothing is like that. Don't worry.
I mean, considering we're minors, then
Sorry.
considering that we are minors, like we're under 18, so will that affect
Yeah, as in
anything?
anyway, there is one text. There's one test called Oxford ELLT. I've taken it. Uh, I got 12 on 12 in that speaking section, and in that section also, like I think I was okay. I'm gonna use a bad word now. I think needlessly horny in those days. I used cerebral orgasms over there also. So the examiner actually laughed. So don't worry. An inappropriate word, no problem. Suppose you've made a mistake. You think you've spoken an incorrect word or you've made a grammatical mistake. If you correct it, you'll get the marks. Actually, you'll be appreciated. I won't say like you will get the marks or you'll get appreciated, but this is a positive trait. Suppose I'm speaking and I make a mistake. I realize I've made a mistake and I correct myself. That is something that's excellent. But if you're not able to recognize your mistake, that is, a sign of a bad speaker, maybe. Or maybe it's a sign of a speaker who is not the best one. Let me show you a clip on this one. It's an important thing, actually. First of all, read the question in your minds.
It's great if you're able to do that because you've heard yourself make a mistake, so you correct yourself. So that shows the examiner that you know the right thing to say. So that actually works in your favor. And even native speakers of English make grammatical mistakes and have to correct themselves at times. So it works, definitely works in your favor if you can do this.
But that is about accuracy. If your inappropriate term is correct, like it is serving the purpose, yeah, you can say, "Oh, I saw. Sorry, I, as in said something inappropriate. Now I want to say." Like you can say the appropriate one as well. But remember, an inappropriate word that is not harming the examiner will not affect your score. Now let's move on. I hope I've made it clear, Shravani. Whatever your question was.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Right. So, uh, have you done your section two, Yaksh, Thakkar, and
Yes, sir.
Rini? Have you discussed your answers as well?
Sir,
No,
sir, I took a
No
long
problem.
time, so we
But
weren't able to discuss.
you haven't discussed the answers, but you have completed the section, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Renisha and YD?
So we
Section
almost
one,
finished the first
Yeah,
section.
almost.
you've not completed it, but and that means you have not discussed it either.
No, so we discussed what we
We
finished.
did.
So first complete 13 questions. Like, why would you discuss it before completing the first section?
We did first seven and then we discussed that and then we were doing the other.
Your life, your rules, that will not work here. As in, I'm not being strict, but still, as in, uh, section one, then the discussion. Section two, then the discussion. I'm sorry if I was harsh, but follow the rules a little more.
Okay, sir.
Okay. First, I'll show the third section. Download it. First, you have MCQs. Then, now you have to find the answer and select its corresponding option. So it could be a synonym. And remember, you have to write the letters. Don't write the words. So if you think your answer is reliance, write E. Then you have to match the people with their maybe whatever. Match each statement with the correct option. Uh, Sorry. Look at the following statements and the list of people below. Match each statement with the correct person. Uh, so yeah, you'll have to see who has done something like that. See, I'm not giving you strategies right away or whatever at certain junctures because you might already have the strategies. So why would I want to tamper with them? If someone struggles, then it's my duty. So I will of course keep Dreamy and Whitey now, and I'll send the four of you in a as in group now. The other four, and you can discuss with each other whatever you want to. But remember, the discussion should be after a section, not after a set of questions. Okay, just a sec. Let me 1 second. Let's keep the rooms differentiated. Actually, so Dreamy, let's stay.
Sir, can you
Mhm.
keep all four of us because it's better for discussion?
What do you guys suggest? What do you want? YD, 4 or 2?
Anything is fine, sir.
Renisha,
Sir, 4.
Shravani,
Anything is fine.
Okay, then the four. Okay, doing that. Guys, I'll be back in 30 seconds, okay? Right. Okay, first, I'll conduct the test of YT. Dreamy, you'll have to listen to him carefully because you'll have to give him feedback after his performance. Actually, after the two performances are over, you'll give each other feedback. First, YT will go, Dreamy, you will listen to him, and then the other way around.
Okay, sir.
Ready? Okay. This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System. The examiner's name is Sudhir Chabra. What's your full name?
Sir, my full name is Yaksh Kalpesh Bhai Thakkar.
How should I address you?
So, sir, sir, can you rephrase the question?
What should I call you?
Sir, you can call me YT, which
Okay.
everyone calls me
Yeah.
YT, and so I'm very habitual to call
This is
YT.
not the speaking test question. This is the this is the icebreaker over there, or maybe the recording part. The test has yet to
Sorry, sir,
start.
your voice went.
Am I audible, first of all? Dreamy, am I audible? YT,
Sir,
am I not audible? Dreamy, turn on the
Sir,
mic.
sir, sorry, sir. I think it's a problem at my end. My internet is unstable. Yeah, the
Let's do one
internet.
thing then. Uh, is it
Sir, I
fine
think
now?
now.
Or I
Yeah, it is fine now. It is fine now.
remember there's something called part zero as well, if I
Okay.
may name it that way. In
Hmm.
it, they will ask you what your name is and blah blah blah. It's not really toward your
Hmm.
scoring and all. So
Hmm.
keep the answers short.
Okay, sir.
So if I say, as in, what should I call
Hmm.
you? Say, you can call me Yaksh.
Okay, sir. You can call me Yaksh,
When I
sir.
say, yeah. So this test is being recorded. Are you fine with that?
Yes, sure, sir.
Now we'll start the test. In the first part, I'll ask you some questions regarding yourself. So let's start with the topic, shoes. Are you fond of buying new shoes?
Sir, actually, I'm not fond of buying new shoes because I think it is just an ordinary thing which everyone has, and everyone likes shoes, wearing them, and they are mainly used for schools and going somewhere or playing sports. But I'm not
Okay.
very fond of them.
Just to clarify, now the test has started actually. Okay. Yeah. So you were
Yes,
speaking correctly. Okay.
yeah.
When
sir,
was the last time you? Mhm.
sir, I have a doubt. Like before you want him to answer, do we get 1 minute to think about what we want in the first
That is
part?
section two. Section two. Remember, there
Oh,
are three sections. Part one, part two, and part three. Part one about yourself. Part two, a cue card. Part three, discussion. But before these three, there's something of an icebreaker, like what's your full name, blah blah blah. Where have you
yes,
come
sir.
from? Uh, Part zero will not contribute to your score. And you were answering it adequately now, so I just wanted to clarify it. Sorry. Yeah. So when was the last time you purchased shoes?
So last time was in November last year when I ordered shoes from Noon, and one of my favorite pairs till now, which was a blue color Puma shoes. and this is the shoes I've been wearing today on Children's Day occasion. And this is one of the shoes which I use for playing sports like table tennis, volleyball, and tennis also. And these are one of my favorite sports which I usually play.
Thank
I
you.
think I'm kind of an over matured with
Thank
using my
you.
special shoes.
Uh, have you ever gifted someone shoes?
Yes, I have ordered shoes from Noon and gifted to my friend Ankur, and his birthday was on 29 December, and the gift was given around January third week. I still remember the date because it was my one of my closest friend's birthday, and we enjoyed a lot.
Okay,
And,
fine. Let's move on to the topic birds. Is there any bird that you're fond of?
sorry, sir.
We are talking about birds. Is there any bird that you're fond of?
Sir, I hate birds. So the reason why I hate birds is they put their waste somewhere. Now, if I just open this window, I'll find their waste over here only, and that is what I hate about birds. I hate every kind of bird, pigeons, crows, and everything. That cow, sir, that is so disrupting, sir. That literally blows off my
Okay,
mind, and I hate birds so easily.
thank you. Okay. And have you ever seen someone buy, as in birds?
Yes, sir. I've seen my friend buying a bird when I used to live in my previous building, which was in Abu Dhabi. And they had a parrot who used to eat like 24/7 and drink 24/7 and used to sleep also 24/7. But I still used to not go to his house just because his parrot used to make a lot of noise when I used to come.
Thank you
And
very much. Okay. And do you get to see a lot of birds in your area?
well, yes, I see pigeons a lot in my area. In Ruiz, I almost see pigeons coming on my window every next few minutes or few hours. But I just fly them off just because I don't like it. I just tap on my
Thank you very
window
much.
and they'll fly off. Yeah.
This is the end of part one. Now I'll show
Okay.
you a card in a sec. Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
You have one at a pair, and you can take some notes if you wish.
So what should I do?
You have 1 minute to prepare,
Mm.
and you can take some notes if you wish.
Okay.
Now you'll speak for 1 to 2 minutes.
Sure,
When the
sir.
2 minutes are over, I'll stop you, so don't worry if I stop you. Start
Okay.
speaking now.
Okay, so firstly we'll talk where this hotel is, and this hotel is Park Regis, which is situated in Dubai. Now, this hotel is one of the best hotel, and I visited it once. And this hotel looks like, secondly, this hotel looks like a white building with a blue top on it, and has a beautiful entrance, which is one of my favorite, and hanging that diamond kind of diamond kind of wall steering, which is one of my favorite design. And the best thing about this hotel is it is situated near a mall, which is very closely to Dubai Mall and like a walking distance, you can say. And in Dubai Mall, everyone knows that every you can buy anything and you will get everything, and everything is available over there. Now, moving on to the third question, which is what facilities this hotel has. This hotel has a lot of facilities. They have a valet parking, so there is no, problem of parking you will face around the hotel. And they have a underground parking, so the valet will come and they'll take your car and they'll park it. Second, this hotel has a swimming pool, which is enjoyable for every children like me who loves swimming. This hotel has many amenities like billiards, pool table, which I love. I'm very fond of playing billiards and I love playing other sports also, but billiards is one of my favorites. This hotel has a very comfy room, which is a must need for everyone to stay in a hotel. And I love the bed. Well, well, I had a stay with once, and where we used to perform flips on the bed and checking the string of the bed. But it was one of the funniest part, which I believe of our memory, you can say.
Thank you.
Second piece, what I believe.
So, as in, is that an expensive hotel?
No, sir. It is a very
Okay.
budgetable hotel. Yeah, it
Thank
is
you.
very
This is
good.
the end of part two. After your cue card, they'll ask you one such question or two such questions. They are called rounding off questions. You don't have to give long answers. Now start. Uh, now starts the third section. Now I'll move on to part three. And in this section, I'll ask you some questions about hotels because we've been talking about the topic. First,
Yes.
let's talk about the types of hotels.
Hmm.
What kinds of hotels do you get to see in your city?
Sir, we majorly get three type of hotels which we see in our city. Is one is 2 star, one is 3 star, and one is 4 and 5 star. I categorized 4 and 5 star in just one sector, which is just because I feel they both are very closely they are very closely same. They're very same. Because what I see amenities in 4 star, I see that in 5 star too. I don't see a major difference in 4 star and 5 star in our locality. They have the same kind of food, same kind of amenity, same kind of valet parking where people will come and take your car.
Okay,
And they have facilities of underground parking, and they
thank
have
you.
billiards table, which is one of my favorites, as I mentioned earlier.
Thank you. Okay. Remember, whenever the examiner says okay, stop there. Okay.
Okay.
So, when a person has to select a hotel to stay in, what are some factors that they look into?
So the first factor they look into is there a parking facility or not? Because of course the person who wants to purchase a hotel will always look, if he has a car, he will look into parkings because he has to take care of his car overnight. Second thing he will look into is the availability of rooms and the budgeting, which is one of the most important thing. And if the rooms are available, and if rooms are available, then they're good or not. Second thing, they will look into the budgeting. If they have a cost cut, like if it exceeds the budget, then it will be hard for them to purchase these rooms. And secondly, they will then thirdly they will look to the amenities over there, what kind of facilities they give, which is swimming pool, billiards, etc., etc. And they're also
Thank you
look.
very much. And do you think the hotel industry is gonna churn out more jobs in the future?
Um, yes, definitely, sir. It will church out uh, more job opportunities, because now I see there are many hotels constructed in Dubai. Now this will include workforce. People need to work over there as room service, manager types, receptionist, people, security guards, and people who will have in charge of amenities. So there will be surely a good workforce which they will need to manage all these
Thank
problems.
you. This is the end of your speaking test. Give me a minute to wrap it up, and I'll come to Reenie. You
Thanks.
guys can turn your mics and cams off. So now, Yaksh, you'll have to listen to her very carefully. Dreamy, ready? Turn on the mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the first part, I'll ask you some questions regarding yourself. So let's talk about your hobbies first. What are your hobbies?
My hobbies are. Sorry, sir. Can I start again?
By all means.
So just give me 1 moment. I need to take a sip of water before I start. Sorry,
If you
sir.
feel you're, if you feel you're too tired or uncomfortable, you can contact me in the morning and I can conduct it separately.
Oh
But if
no,
you
sir.
can do it,
I'm okay right now.
then let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are your hobbies?
My hobbies are reading, writing, listening to music. I would say reading is my favorite hobby.
Why so?
Sir, there are a lot of different varieties of books that do interest me. Reading is one of the pastimes I love. Reading gives me sir, someone is at the door. I have to open it. I'm so sorry. Can I go and open the door?
Sorry?
Sir, someone is at the door. So can
Oh, yeah,
I?
yeah, no problem. It will affect you. Don't worry.
Sir, do you like cricket?
Me, not a fan. Sorry.
Or my
Why?
guess was right, sir.
Why so?
Sir, yesterday there was an India-South Africa match, and like I was doing IELTS. My bad. We'll talk later, sir.
Sorry, sir. Actually, my
Ready to
brother
dream?
came home.
Are you fine now, first of all?
Yes,
My
sir.
offer is still on. I can contact you in the morning or in the afternoon, and you can have the test then. It's not necessary
No,
that.
sir, no. I'm
Okay.
okay right
What are your
now.
hobbies? Oh, sorry. Why is reading your favorite hobby? Okay, let's restart it. Let's cut it out. We're gonna talk about you first in the first section. Uh, let's start with the topic games. Do you play any games?
No, sir, I do not play any games.
Okay, long answers. What is this?
So you said keep it short because it's just
I never said
intro.
that. I know.
Is the
See
intro, right?
that was like that. I skipped that. Why would I do that? I showed you
Oh,
that
sorry,
part.
sir. I haven't. Okay,
I
okay,
showed you
sir.
that
So
part
no, I
through.
don't.
No, listen to me. This is the first section now. That's the section that was there. I showed it to you through Yaksh's performance. But why would I do it again? That would waste time. It's
Yeah,
getting late
sir.
as well.
Agreed.
Okay.
Sir, you were lagging.
Am I?
Yes, sir.
Is
Sir,
my
it
audio
is.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now it's fine.
Are we good now? Am I
You were
audible?
lagging again.
Sir,
Because
for
it
me,
didn't
you are,
happen today. It didn't happen today, honestly. Everything went smoothly.
sir, you are fine for
Yaksh,
me.
So I think,
Dreamy,
so
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
at your
fine now.
end because Yaksh is able
Yeah,
to
it's
hear
at my
me.
end. Yeah.
I think it's getting too late. Dreamy, I'll conduct your speaking test tomorrow now, as in maybe sometime before the class. What time do you get free? Because it's already
Okay, sir.
12:35 at my end, and But if you guys are okay, like, will they be okay with as in this delay? The other guys, can you afford 20 more minutes, all of you? With me, it's okay. I'm an owl. I can remain awake.
So we do have school tomorrow, so I feel like they would want to sleep because today was a hectic day.
Let's check it then. I'll conduct your speaking test tomorrow. Let's call them back.
Sir, from I have my classes from 4 to 7:30 here time, so it would be till 9 o'clock there. So at 9 o'clock, is it possible?
9 o'clock your time or my time?
Indian time, Indian time.
9 o'clock. Yeah, I can
So
conduct one
my
speaking
feedback.
test.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'll text you once at 9.
Look, one person at a time. Don't see my time. It's 12:35. Have some sympathy. And I've conducted 5 tests. 9 p.m. your time, I can conduct your test, Dreamy, and as in that will just be the test, and then you will join this class at 10:30. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yaksh, what were you
Yes, sir.
saying?
Sir, my feedback.
I will have to type it, no, so I can't give it right away. No one has gotten my feedback, but Dreamy can give you her feedback.
Yes, that's
Dreamy, how did you like his performance?
Sir, I liked it very much. He has came up with a pretty good idea about speaking, but at points I felt like he was not making some eye contact with the interviewer because he was looking around. His body language was showing that he was really nervous, and that is the point I felt like which should be done. Like he was looking around like this, like this, like this.
Okay, I will not comment on this right away because I will see the video again and I'll tell you if it's a valid point or not. But you can let it out if you have anything else.
No,
sure.
sir, I think
I'll just say as a
No, no,
feedback.
yeah, no, but the feedback should be correct also. No, like as in if it's right advice or wrong advice, that will
Sir, what
be dealt
I
with
feel
later.
was that I was like performing with a
Yeah,
stance.
you don't have to give feedback to yourself. I'm just talking about Dreamy's feedback.
My bad.
Yeah. Dreamy, do you have anything else to say?
No, sir, everything else was really good.
Okay, I'm also his fan, so yeah, fine. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So who has completed the first two sections? Okay, Dreamy, your cam is off if you're showing your hand. Yaksh, Desai, and Ranisha, what is the point that you've reached?
So I finished 20 questions.
23.
Ranisha,
23.
okay, give me your count, like type it in the chat box, and please no personal messages, everyone. How many questions you've done? Each of you.
Sir, how about 28 questions possible?
So you might have reached the third section, no? We
I
had the
started the
section
third
on
module.
Yeah, sorry.
who is left now? Utteri. Now I'm a Punjabi. See, Utteri. Very good. Then who's left?
But I completed everything. I don't know if it's right.
One person is left. Dreamy. How many questions?
Sir, 26 of
Dreamy, you are
them.
high, I'm sure, today. Okay.
No,
How
sir.
many questions? What's Gujarati for that? How many questions? Yeah, 26. Okay. So you'll get the answers when you send me the list of answers. I'll send you the key. Whoever sends me 40 answers via WhatsApp will get the answer key. And three sections combined is your reading test overall there. So as soon as you complete it, you'll get the answers and I'll deal with the problems individually. Now for speaking feedback, remember you guys are mature now. So it's not like I want to rank you or anything who is, you know, who is above whom or whatever. It's just that through each other's mistakes, you'll be able to learn. So the feedback will have everyone together, and the information has been recorded, so you can refer to each other's speaking test to match my feedback to it. Off the top of my head, I think Yaksh Desai was the best one, but completely uh, this is rough work right now from my side, so I won't see anything else. Let me just sleep on it and let me watch the video and all. Everyone performed very well. No one is going to fail the exam for sure. That I'm sure about. The minimum you guys will get, I'll not name the person or anything. Okay, I'll say, okay, let me tell you the maybe maximum. You guys have the potential to reach the 8.5 benchmark. The minimum that I saw, maybe again off the top of my head, I could be wrong here. 6.5 was the minimum, but I've not measured it properly. These are rough estimates, but someone could reach an 8.5 out of you. So no one is going to fail the exam. Dreamy has not been able to complete her test. She'll take it tomorrow. But well done, all of you. Now complete your reading test ASAP and send me the answers. And you'll get my feedback very soon. But I'll need some time because I'll have to watch five people again, and I'll have to type it and all, and be very rational to it. It's not about ranking you; it's about making you learn from each other. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, I had one question in the reading module. Can I ask?
Hmm. Please.
So, there's this type of question in the second module where we had to, let's, it's, wait 1 second, sorry. We have to choose the correct heading for each paragraph. Now, let's say I'm not sure about, like, I'm confused in the same option for two paragraphs. Can I write the
Hmm.
same option? Like,
No.
suppose, uh, paragraph 4 and paragraph 6, I think they both have the same heading, like, I'm confused. Can I write for both of them the same number?
List of headings, you are talking about that, right?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
I have to assign each one to a certain number.
Yeah. And I have a resource for you guys.
But what if one of them is correct? Will they just give both of them as wrong?
No, no. Like if you want to, as in, do it that way, if you're thinking for that thing, suppose as in one of the two is right, you'll get the mark for the right one.
Okay.
Why did one sec?
Sir,
Let me one sec,
no,
one sec.
sir, I just
Let me just
wanted to add to Vansh's point that we are taking this test on a computer, right? So will we be able to put for both the paragraphs the same answer?
I will not talk about something that is not relevant at all. Like you guys can discuss it.
Okay, sir.
You're reminding me of Pyar Ka Panchnama heroines. No offense, ladies. A long time back, when I was looking even more horrible, I made this video in which I've explained how to do each of the categories. So if you feel you're uncomfortable with any of the categories, you can go to that part in the video and you can watch it. For example, true false not given. Sorry. First, I think it's the format and all. Yeah, true false not given. MCQs, matching, label the diagram maybe. I don't know what it is. Headings and all. So what you can do is you don't have to watch the whole video. You can just watch the first 5 minutes of the video
Damn,
and
so
you'll be able to
in the
understand
end
it.
it lagged.
Sorry.
It
Is it
lagged.
fine now?
Fine, yeah.
Okay, okay, वंश okay. तूने मेरे सारे अंश खत्म कर देने, रुक जा.
मैंने 2 बार
I'm
बोला है.
saying okay. Is it clear now? First of all, am
Yes.
I audible? I was saying it is a long video. You don't have to watch it completely. It has, I think, all the categories. So you can go to the category that you want to refer to that part, and you can understand how to do it if you're not able to understand it. I'll share the link uh, as in to the WhatsApp group. Sorry. Any other questions, anyone? YT questions.
No.
Now, one more thing, how to practice reading. As in, I told you yesterday how to practice listening. Now, I've given you some books, and in one book, you have 4 reading tests. If you see, like, actually, one test has 4 subtests. For example, test 1 listening, test 1 reading, test 1 writing, test 1 speaking. Test 2 will start listening, reading, writing, speaking. So you have 4 reading tests in one book, and at the end you have the keys as well. So you can practice reading on your own as well if you wish. And whenever I receive your answers, I'll give you the key to the test we dealt with today. And be good friends. Don't share the keys around. Whoever sends me the answers deserves the key. Right? Any other thing? Shravani, Vansh, Yaksh, Dreamy, Ranisha.
No other homework, right, sir?
Hmm?
No other homework, right?
Oh, you are mature now. Do you need homework? Okay, get the homework signed also by your parents. Nothing like that. As in, you can do as much as you can. Otherwise, I'll write a report. Okay, and then there'll be PT meet and all. And if you want to read some tasks and all, you can go to my website. I've written a lot of them. Uh, what's my website, first of all, Ranisha?
What, sir? Can you repeat?
What is my website called?
IELTS of the
Okay. When you go to the website, if you go to IELTS academic writing task one, if you click this category, you'll get many task ones. When you click one, you get one. And if you want to read essays, go to writing task 2. you'll get a lot of essays, the samples and all. Okay, on that note, I'll take your leave now. And Dreamy, I'll meet you at 9 tomorrow first for the speaking test. I'll try to send the feedback ASAP, but I don't like to do things in a hurry, so it might get delayed a little. So fine, it was lovely meeting you.
Sir, what do we have to do with this 26 questions we had?
You have to complete the 40 questions. You have to send me the answers, 40 answers. When I
Okay.
receive the 40 answers, I'll give you the answer key. Then we'll party, right?
Okay, sir. Party done, sir.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Thank you.